As we approach college application season, you will recognize that the most consistent thing about college is the cost of attending college. So let's talk about how we can pay for it and, as a result, place you in the best position to understand the financial part of this process. In this presentation, we will go over the FAFSA, grants versus loans, scholarship opportunities, and contact information. But first, let's talk about me. I'm a first-generation graduate, a current Hispanic Scholarship Fund mentor, and I have Bolivian heritage. I'm fluent in Spanglish, hablo chueco, I speak so-so. I worked at a hair salon before this, and then as a canvasser. I like to play basketball, but I'm more suited for chess. I did start a chess club in high school. My job is to help you understand the college process. This means financial aid, application, essay tips, and provide individual guidance for setting a vision with keeping financial responsibility in mind. With that said, let's start and go on to the FAFSA and why it's important. The FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, opens October 1st. It gives access to federal grants, federal loans, and gives colleges necessary information to complete your financial aid letter. It's the way you get paid. There are people that don't consider FAFSA important, and I used to have a very close friend who thought the same way. She thought it wasn't necessary because she only had a green card, so I told her to submit the FAFSA, and she was eligible. She had a FAFSA score of 0. She gained the maximum amount of grants, and it was greater than the total expense of community college. So FAFSA is pretty important. It's how you get paid, and it already opened on October 1st. The sooner you can fill it out, the sooner you can send it out. When will you sign up? Don't think too hard about this. As soon as possible. The first step is to log in to studentaid.gov and create your FSA ID. At that point, you will need to fill out more information. To complete the FAFSA, you will need your FSA ID. Step 1, you will need your social security number, your driver's license number, if you have a driver's license, your 2019 tax records for you and your parents because you're probably dependent. If you're independent, you'll only need your own. Records of untaxed income, like child support. Records of your assets, so savings, checking, stocks, not retirement accounts, and a list of colleges you consider, regardless if you've applied or been accepted to them yet. You want to complete your FAFSA because you want the chance for financial aid. FAFSA can qualify you for federal student aid, and the schools you apply to will use FAFSA to construct your financial aid package. No FAFSA, no financial aid. And some scholarships require FAFSA for applications. There will be a question on the FAFSA asking if you'd like to be eligible for work study, which is having an on-campus job each semester. Give yourself the option to, because some of these jobs are quite fun to work as. Once you receive your financial aid packages, you will see terms like grants, subsidized loans, and unsubsidized loans. So let's go into what this means. Grants are free money, while loans are borrowed money. There will be 2 different types of loans and several different types of grants, but that's the main difference. Most grants you will be automatically enrolled in after completing and submitting your FAFSA. But these are the websites to check out what grants are available, and some of them you may have to apply to, like the G3 grant. While we like grants the best because it's free money, let's talk about subsidized and unsubsidized loans. You'll have to pay it back, but it will be the same amount of money that you used to borrow, nothing more until you graduate. Between the two, you like subsidized loans. There's no additional interest while you're in school, and unsubsidized loans means that your loans start gaining interest the second you take them out. So, quick overview. With subsidized loans, your interest is taken care of until you graduate, while with unsubsidized loans, you're gaining interest from day one. You'll have to pay back more than you borrowed with starting from day one. Scholarships are competitive, they're free money, and you can find some options on our counseling page on the school's website. Apply to as many as you can, apply to local ones, because at the worst case scenario, you'll improve your writing. So in this presentation, we've gone over the FAFSA, grants versus loans, and scholarship information so far. On a final note, out-of-state schools are going to be much more expensive than in-state schools. If you're going to attend, I hope you have athletic scholarships or it's a specialized school, because it might be a lot more expensive than if you stayed within the state. And talking about prices, private schools will have a much higher sticker price compared to public schools, but private schools can also offer more aid and have more flexibility in what they can offer to their prospective students. You can flip the tables, and with small private schools, send them other schools' financial aid packages, and they will compete. That wraps up our financial aid presentation. For your college application questions, planning out what you want to do, or to bounce off any ideas, contact me below, and let's set something up. See you soon, and good luck.